Omri's son, Ahab, became the king of Israel, but he was not just an ordinary evil king. He was the most wicked of all the kings before him. He had power, wealth, and a vast kingdom in his hands. But one decision completely changed his life. The reason for his downfall was just one woman, Jezebel. He married Jezebel, the daughter of the Sidonian king.
Jezebel said to Ahab,
Ahab, how long will the people of Israel worship only one God? In Sidon, Baal is the most powerful god. Temples must be built for him. The people must follow me and worship Baal.
Jezebel was not an ordinary queen. She was determined to bring her gods into Israel. She worshipped Baal, a false god, but she was not satisfied with worshipping him alone. She wanted every person in Israel to worship him as well. Under Jezebel's influence, Ahab committed a terrible sin that no king before him had done. He built temples and altars for Baal, and led the people into idol worship. Because of Jezebel's influence, Ahab abandoned the Lord. The Israelites, who once faithfully followed God, were now deceived into worshiping Baal. Ahab has changed. Jezebel's influence has completely trapped him. Now, prophets of the Lord flee from the Jezebel and ran out from the kingdom and hide themselves into caves. Prophet Elijah said to Ahab, Ahab, you have sinned more than all who came before you. You have led Israel away from the Lord, but God sees everything. Soon, his judgment will come upon you. For 3 years, not a single drop of rainfall. The rivers will dry up, the crops will fail, and the people will suffer greatly.
What can your God do? Baal is the true God.
But Jezebel was not satisfied yet. She wanted to completely destroy the worship of the true God. That's why she ordered the persecution and murder of God's prophets.
Because of the wickedness of Ahab and Jezebel, God sent a great drought. For 3 years, not a single drop of rain fell. The rivers dried up, the crops failed, and the people suffered greatly. God wanted them to turn their hearts back to Him. He wanted them to return to Him in repentance. But Ahab and Jezebel refused to listen. Jezebel's influence did not just destroy Ahab, it led the entire nation of Israel into destruction.
This story gives us an important message. Who are we listening to? Are the people around us leading us toward God or away from Him? We must be careful about who influences our hearts. Decisions made for temporary pleasure can become a lifetime curse. Choose God's way, not the world's. Be careful who influences your heart. Jezebel led Ahab and an entire nation into sin. When we turn away from God, we invite destruction. But when we walk in His ways, we find truth and life.